So yeah, when I was little, about 4 years old, we lived in this nice big house on Caldecott Avenue. It was green, but I didn't like the color that much. I always thought it was kind of a snot green color. But anyway, I liked to draw as a kid because that's what my older sister did. So I would try to draw people. I thought they looked pretty good, but then I'd show them to my dad and he would point out that they were just ovals with sticks coming out of them. He called them moos, which kind of ticked me off, but I couldn't object too much because he was pretty artistic himself. He could draw Little Miss Muffet and her spider really well. Anywho, my mom used to look after kids whose parents worked. I liked most of the kids that came over. A lot of them were my sister's age, but there was one girl that was my age and she was horrible. Her name was Larissa, which is a bad name to begin with. She would come over and tell me horrible stories about how her dad chopped off people's heads with scissors and chained them up in his garage. I didn't like Larissa at all. I remember hiding from her this one time in a fort constructed entirely of pillows, and when she found me, she knocked over the fort and was like, "I found you!" And I was like, oh no. Then there was this other time when my friend Travis was over. He lived across the street and was into dinosaurs and Zoobilee Zoo. I was glad he was over so that I wouldn't have to pay much attention to Larissa. So she comes over when Travis and I are in my room. We were sitting on the top bunk, which was my bed. I used to fall off of it in my sleep and wake up on the floor. The ladder was creaky and I'd have to climb up it again really slowly so my sister wouldn't wake up from the creaking. But anyways, we were on the top bunk, probably hiding from Larissa. Mom drops her off in the room and closes the door, and we were alone. "Can I come up?" she asked. I tried to make excuses. Well, you see, there's 3 people, and that's too many to come up here. So, there's not enough room. You'll have to stay down there. Neither of us wanted to get too close to a murderer's daughter. So she gets all mad and dashes over to my desk, where I unwittingly left a pair of brass-colored scissors. They were a little bit unwieldy for a 4-year-old, and they were pretty loose and dull, but I wasn't thinking of their ineffectiveness at the time. Larissa grabbed the ladder with resolve and slowly started to climb up, brandishing the scissors. "I'm gonna chop your heads off and let my dad chain your bodies up in his garage." At the tender age of 4, that was not the way I wanted to spend the rest of my life, headless and held prisoner. Full of imagined horrors, Travis and I both yelled at the top of our lungs, "Mom!" Larissa jumped off of the ladder, disposed of the telltale scissors, and collapsed on the floor, crying just as Mum burst into the room. She led Larissa away to watch Peter Pan or some other Disney movie, and left me and Travis to play in peace. She knew I didn't like Larissa, and she didn't get mad at me afterwards. I didn't see Larissa much after that, except in social situations, like at the Christian equivalent of Girl Guide's Pioneer Girls. But that was at church, and decapitation was frowned upon there. The end.